See you hanging out there in chat. How you doing tonight? You hanging out there in chat. How you doing tonight? So you guys are pre-gaming over there, huh? And Robbie Smith, how you doing? Sofa Ninja, welcome. MJ, how you doing, man? Man, you're gonna get in. You guys are gonna get into trouble if you take a shot every time Scott almost cursed us. And Carnthus, I will make sure Emery gets asked that question. Hey, old man, I'm really not kidding there. I mean, you're gonna get in big trouble if you try and take a shot whenever Scott almost curses. Archaic, how you doing, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast, the live stream edition. The podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor, who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
Oh, I'm pretty fired up tonight, Scott. How about yourself?
Little bit. Here at the podcast, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome to the Podocasts. And thank you. So, I'm not happy today, guys. I mean, I'm not happy at all. Not even the least little bit. And I don't know if you can tell by the energy that I have a lot on my mind right now. There is a lot on my mind. And I did something that I haven't done for months. I actually wrote a monologue. You ever just get to that point, you're just like, I'm just going to write it down. I'll just write it down, just pour it out on the page and then decide if we actually do want to talk about that. And I did do that. I wrote it down, and now I'm seriously considering not doing it. So I talked to Belle. Where are we at on that, Belle? Is this something, am I going to read this, or am I just going to take a pass and just have a fun stream?
I'd have to say you should probably go ahead and read it, get it off your mind.
I don't think that's going to go over real well. I've been putting a lot of things under the rug, on the back burner, in the closet, what have you. Just there's lots of stuff lately, and I haven't been mentioning it, or I've just been keeping it to myself. And I'm getting to that point that I'm sort of done with that now. I really am. I gave myself a year to see if I could get 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I knew was going to be an uphill battle the whole way because the market is saturated. It is just absolutely saturated with hype mongers who are more than happy to lose at crypto but win at YouTube. And I didn't pick that path. All right. I didn't hype, and I really don't want to. And I'm also not a chart oracle, which is about, I understand that's like attacking somebody's faith, but it's probably the very last thing on my mind when I am considering an investment. All right. Charts are fantastic for telling you what happened, but I do not see the value in them when it comes to telling me what is about to happen. And I get it. I mean, I pointed that out. It's like attacking someone's faith, but I can't but help but notice that when I'm scrolling through YouTube or through Reddits, that I never see the oracle screaming to sell. I never see him saying, hurry, look at the pyramid, look at the hanging man. You are about to be buried and you're going to lose big. I don't see a lot of that. In fact, I see none of that because nobody wants to think that they're in a bad investment. Now, I attempted to bring a level of rationality to a space that is irrational. And you know what? It kind of worked. I'll put it there. And don't get me wrong, man. I love the community that we built. I wouldn't have it any other way. But as far as the YouTube thing went, I don't think that we're going to hit that 5,000 subs, man. I try to be a man of my word. I said it on the very first video I ever made. If I don't hit 5K in a year, I'm going to hang it up. And we're coming up to that date. So the channel is going to pivot for probably the final time. And this should be, I don't know, maybe the thing that finishes it off for good. I'm beholden to nobody here. Nobody. No network, no token. None of the things that we talk about, none of the guests, none of the tokens, none of the products, nobody's given me $1. None of them. And I get called a shill a lot. But I got a hunch that's about to stop. Because my final pivot is simply this. You guys ready? I'm only talking about money now. That's it. Day by day, every day, my money. I started a brand new Kepler wallet just shy of, it was about 3 months ago. All right. And I funded it with $2,500. That's it. I put in $2,500. And I've used it as my YouTube wallet for the educational videos that we do. So I thought it'd be fun because, there's always a lot of talk, but not a lot of show. So I thought it'd just be fun to show it. All right. So this is my Kepler wallet. Now, this is the one I started about 3 months ago, and I funded it with $2,500, $2,500. So these are my osmosis assets. You guys can see them clearly. That's not all the money that's in there, of course, because, we also have, a few grand sitting over here on Secret Network. I think I'm just now starting to build up the Juno. And honestly, I don't really particularly care about, I like Juno. I think that they're going to do great things. I love the interoperability of the smart contracts. I think it's brilliant. But the thing that I like about Juno right now more than anything else is sitting right there, 120.47%. And for all these jagoffs that keep coming on here and going out, well, that's just stupid. They can't do it. It's going to fail. Yeah. Okay. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it can't be understood. All right? It just means that you don't get it. So as much as I appreciate the opinions that you throw my way and the emails that you throw my way and all of the other hate and grief that you give me, dude, you're wrong. Period. You're wrong. Now, that's one of the things that I've never done in a year. I've never flat out told somebody that they're wrong. But why not? Right? I think this is where we're at right now. I've never went full pragmatist, and I think it's about time. So I also got some money over here on Secret Swap, and I got some dust that I have left over on Coinbase and all that other stuff. But all told, in about 3 months, I've turned the $2,500 into just over $11,000, doing what I want to do the way that I want to do it in the bearish of the bear markets. Now, December was good to me. It was absolutely good to me because the market tanked huge. But I was out before that market tanked. Because you guys know how I used to talk about stop losses? I'm still a big fan. I'm still a huge fan of stop losses, all right? Because it's nice to get your money out before everything hits. And I did that. So I was fat and stacked for the run-up that began at the end of December over on the Cosmos Network. Now, I'm sure you guys remember that we've been talking about Cosmos for quite a while, all right? We have been talking about it because this is where things are going. This is where things are coming. The IBC is a reality, and this is just excellent, smart money. Now, I can get anyone to watch your videos, but I'm past that now. You don't want to do it, babe, your business. I'm not even talking about your business or trying to change your mind anymore, man. I don't care. You do you. I'm going to do me. And for the remainder, if we happen to hit, I still hope we do, man, because I love doing YouTube. But for the remainder of my time, honestly, your opinion doesn't mean that much to me, man. If you're not going to open up your wallet and show me how well you've done, because I show mine every single video, if you're not willing to do that, I don't think we have a lot to talk about. That's really all it comes down to, because if you have been practicing what you preach, if you have been practicing what you've been attacking me for, you're down. Right now, you are down. I don't even have to look in your wallet to know what's in it. A lot less than you started with, because every way that you see crypto, that you believe crypto, and that you believe everybody else should believe crypto, you are down hard. No two ways around it. I get buy the dip, man. All right, I do. But I don't buy dips. I prefer to be in products that don't dip. Period. You're looking at it from a day standpoint, or a 2-day standpoint, or a 3-week standpoint. I'm looking at it from a 6-month standpoint. I'm getting out ahead of it, because that's where you need to be if you don't want to buy the dip. Osmo sitting at, I don't even know what it is right now. Hang on a second. Let's look at the money. Osmo's at 788. $7.88. My God, it's down. I was buying it at $4, $4. And while I was buying all of that Osmo up there at $4, I have been collecting over 100% on it. It's on its way down. That's the way it works. But for all of the months that I've had it, I've been collecting 100% APR on it. So not only did it double in value, but for 3 months, I've been collecting 100% APR. Now, I am sick to death of listening to you people tell me what I don't know about crypto and how your way is better. It isn't. It isn't. So if I'm going to go down swinging, why not? That's where I'm at with this one, guys. Why not go down swinging? I'm not going to personally attack anybody, man. I don't care. All right? It's your money. It's your business. It always has been. I don't care. I'm just going to talk about mine, period. That's it. I'm going to talk about mine, what I'm into, why I'm into it, where I think it's going to go, and even better, because nobody ever seems to do this, I'm going to tell you when I'm going to get out of it and why. That's the part that we never, ever seem to talk about. You can look at YouTube all day. Find me the videos of the people that say sell. Show them to me. Tell me the videos of the people that say you should get out when it hits 60 cents from wherever it is. Show me those videos. You're not going to find them. You're just not going to. I looked. So I'm going to do something that nobody else is doing. I'm going to tell you when I'm selling, why I'm selling, and what I'm going to put it into and why I'm going to put it into it. I think that'll be more fun. I think that'll be an educational couple of months. If nothing else, you can watch me do it. But I'm going to make a bold prediction here. You ready? Bell, Emery, you know what? Let's get everybody up. I'm going to make a bold prediction here. Emery, you ready?
I'm ready, Scott.
Okay. 2 months from now, this wallet will be doubled. That's my prediction. 2 months from now, that wallet will be sitting at $22,000, and I won't put another penny into it. It will be at $22,000 2 months from now. Do you believe me?
I think you could probably do it.
Isn't that an interesting YouTube channel? Don't you think that would actually bring some actual real-world value to what we are trying to do here? Because I'm not in crypto to make the world a better place, even though I believe in it. I believe in decentralization. I believe in the DeFi. I believe that we need less government. I believe that we need more individual. We need to manage our own financial affairs. Fractional banking has driven us to the point that we are at right now, and I think it's time for something different. So philosophically, I completely agree with it. Everything about it. But fundamentally, I'm in it for the money. I'm in it for the money. So why don't we just assume that my channel is being driven from that perspective now? And then I think we all have a fair place to have the discussion. 2 months from now, that wallet's going to be doubled. I show it to you guys constantly. I'm not putting any more money into it. You can watch it yourself. You see the tokens I'm in, and you can track them yourself. So it's not like I can hide behind anything, man, because guess what? CoinGecko works for everybody. That's the pivot. That's the way I'm going out. If it works, great. If it doesn't, you know what? I had a lot of fun. I'll just put it right there that I had a lot of fun. And if we can help some people along the way, great. So much the better. So anyway, guys, that was not even the full monologue, man. I had a lot more. I really did, but I kind of chickened out. I don't want to run everybody off. I really don't. I'm sure the family will forgive me, but I don't want to run everybody off. Off of the channel. I assure you that deep down, I'm a nice guy. But I see the market differently than I guess than YouTube sees the market. All right. I don't see it as a way to get views on videos. I see it as a way to make money, period. So that is the end of my monologue. I doubt we have anybody left looking, but we're going to be moving on and talking about Fetch here. Bell, unless we have any questions, comments, concerns, or observation. I see you smiling up there in the little window.
Oh, we do have a few questions. Yes.
Serve it up.
The first one's going to be from Carnthus. I have a question for Emery when we get to that part of things. Scott always talks about how Emery likes the financial products. Which ones have caught his eye lately?
Financial products?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking all over the place for them. My current favorites right now are Tectonic Finance over on the Crow Network and Osmosis. Those are the two that do the most in right now. I find the returns really nice on both Osmosis and Tectonic. If you don't know what Tectonic is, all you have to do is Google Tectonic Finance on Crow Network and you'll find it. It's really, really easy to get into. The only complications are that you have to realize the difference between native Crow and CRC20, but other than that, it's really, really easy. There are no staking lockups, so it's easy to move my money around if I feel like I'm in a bad spot. So I like that a lot.
All right, next question coming from Sofa Ninja. When are we going to see something get thrown into Mount Doom?
Oh, I don't know.
I have something
Emery,
being thrown into Mount Doom in about on Monday, I believe.
what are you tossing in?
So some of you may have taken part in the Big Bang that has been produced by Emergent Properties, and I thought it'd be some fun irony to throw the Big Bang, the beginning of the universe, into Mount Doom, which is the end of the universe. So I'm gonna do that on Monday.
That is
Nice.
fantastic, dude. Are we gonna do a special? Can we do it live?
We could do it live. That's fine.
Bell, go ahead and pencil that down, because if we're gonna throw the beginning of the universe into the end of the universe, I think we should have a special stream for it. What do you think there, Bell?
I think that would be awesome, actually. Yeah, let's
Okay.
throwing stuff in and destroying them. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a whole lot of fun.
I'll have to make a new frame for it because Emery's going to be sharing his screen because he's doing it on his system. So I want to make sure that it'll fill up the whole screen. So we'll make a special one just for that. I'll get some ominous music and we will toss that into Mount Doom. Oh, I got to put some CFI in there too, don't I?
I think so. Yeah, I think about 1,000.
About 1,000 CFI. Okay, I got more than that in staking rewards, so I'll claim them and we'll go ahead and toss them. And yeah, that'll be fun. All right, Belle, we got anything else?
Farnthus came in with a comment. I really like the way you're presenting this, and I think it's a solid strategy. You speak your mind. We will watch to enjoy, and others will watch to rage, but they will watch.
I don't know. I've tried this a lot of different ways, man. Look, I can't appeal to the younger crowd because look at me. I mean, that's it. Just look at me. And unfortunately, the younger crowd tends to be the more vocal crowd. They haven't really learned discipline yet. And part of the discipline is being able to know that you don't know something. And it's very, very difficult to crack that nut. And I've been at it for a year, man, and it just ain't happening. So I'm more than willing to throw in the towel and just say, you know what? We're just going to talk about what I'm into and why I'm into it. And this is my wallet. This is my money. I notice that I never see a lot of that. Anytime I'm looking at any of the YouTube, I never actually see the guy's wallet. People, oh, I'm in this and this. All right, show me. Show me how. There's the occasional tutorial videos that come out there, but again, man, you see it moving around 50 cents, $1 or something like that. I mean, if you're gonna do it, show your money, man. Put it out there, because I put mine out there every single video. Bell, what else you got?
And Chaos Heart just hit us with a 99-cent super chat. So
Yay!
thank you.
Get a round of applause for that. Hey, don't smile, dude. We've This is Belle's money, by the way, guys. Look, I don't need yours. All right, this is Belle's money. So what you're putting in there goes to the girl, and I'm certain that she appreciates that.
He said that's specifically for ramen.
For ramen, then
I can buy 3 packs. Yay!
Hey, you know what? That's a lot of money to a lot of people, Belle. All right, and I see you got the new office, and I see you got file stuff up there now, but that's still a lot of money to a lot of people. So we thank you every single time anybody gives us $1. Belle really thanks you for it. All right, Belle, we got anything else, or are we going to press on?
We have one more from Armando Delgado. Belle, please ask Emery, how much coins do I need to stake of Luna, Atom, and Secret? Also, where can I stake Luna?
Yeah, sure. So I imagine you're talking about the airdrop for Jackal. So there's no minimum amount that Jackal has put out yet. However, other networks and other airdrops do require a minimum amount, so just be wary of that. But currently, there's no minimum. You can stake Luna on Terra Station. If you don't have Terra Station, I suggest you download it. It's easy, lightweight to use, and you can get Luna off of Osmosis. throw it into your Terra Station wallet, and you can stake it from there. It's a full wallet all in one. It has the validators, it's its own wallet, it has governance, it has NFTs. You can do whatever you want in Terra Station. Highly recommend that platform.
And that was it for the moment.
All righty. So we're gonna spend some time. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed the T-shirt tonight, man. Like, and I did show them the Terra Station wallet, Emery. I went third screen and just showed them mine. So yeah, it's that's it, man. That's the wallet. It's nice, it's easy, it's quick, it's lightweight. You can figure this out. And if you can't, hit up Belle and tell her you need a tutorial video, and I'll tell you what, we'll turn those out because I still love making the tutorial videos. Those are great. So Fetch is coming, guys. Look, it's coming. All right. The vote closes in about 2 weeks. So far, it's 99.99% voting aye. They need a 40% quorum, 44% of the people that have voted so far, and everybody's voted 99. So they hit the quorum, and they've got the yes votes so far. So unless some real big money comes along behind it and says, no, we're not going to IBC, they're going to IBC. All right, and Fetch is going to be coming, and you're going to see it. You know what? Let's third monitor it because that's more fun. You're going to see it right down here. So if you watched the video today, you saw me move Fetch money, and I think I Emery, I think I got a couple left. Should I just move some more right now so I can show them how to do it?
Yeah, especially for the people who didn't catch it today.
Okay. 1 second, guys, because you got to reload I have to reload the wallet. Hang on. I'm putting in passwords. Nobody needs to see that. So let me reload my password in this one. And I think I have just a couple of native. What are you drinking there, Emery? Couldn't help but notice that glass in your hand, man. You know that's my thing, right?
It's a special type of whiskey I got.
Is that what it is? Yeah. All right, so let us take a look real quick here, guys, at the Fetch AI Network wallet. So this is the wallet. I have 1.16 native Fetch left in it, but let's go ahead and move it. For those of you who didn't see the video today, we're going to move this from here to Kepler. All right, from here to Kepler. And I was going to ask Emery, is this just a knockoff Kepler wallet, or was this built on the Kepler platform? Because the Fetch AI wallet looks exactly like the Kepler wallet.
Yeah, so the people who made Cosmos Station also had a hand in making the Kepler wallet as well. So you'll find that Fetch was on Cosmos Station, which is why they look very similar.
Yep, and Fetch, I also showed that on the video today. Okay, anyway, this is how hard it is to move it, guys. All right, so I need to get my Fetch address, so give me just a minute here. So we're going to go to Fetch Hub. We're going to copy that address. There it is, address copied. We're going to come right over here to the Fetch AI Network wallet, and we're going to send what's left of our Fetch. We're going to send it to me, and we're going to send 1. So I have 1.16 Fetch left. That's about 35 cents right now, I think. We're going to pay the average fee of femto. 2 femto FET. I have no idea what that is. It's not a lot. And we're going to go ahead and hit send. We're going to approve the transaction and wait for it. Wait for it. So the transaction is going through right now. And in a second here, I think you're going to see, we're going to find out what a femto is. So hang on. As soon as it goes through, if that's even enough for me to pay for the transaction. There we go. 1 Fetch is gone, and we have 0.1. I have the same dust at the end of the 1, Emery. So I'm thinking a femto is just not a lot of money. So that part went through. Let's go back to Kepler. Let's go right here. And you saw that we now have 195 Fetch sitting right there. This is how hard it is. All right. What I'm saying is it's not. And you just saw me move my 1 last Fetch. Now, this is native Fetch. This is not ERC20 Fetch. All right. I have no interest in ERC20 Fetch. If you want to send me a whole bunch, please send it to me on Coinbase, because if you send it to me on MetaMask, I won't be able to get it off because it's just too damn expensive. I don't even know. Emery, we do this every time. Let's do it again. Let's try to move your district. Let's see if we can get it to Coinbase.
Let's see what I got.
Come on, see if you can get it to Coinbase. Oh, and for those of you who are curious about staking, how do I stake it? How do I stake it? So if you come over here to Block Explorer, that's browse.fetchhub.fetch.ai/validators. These are all the different validators that you can get up there. Now you notice that if I hit Connect Wallet, that it's going to. So wait for it. ETCD is the last four. Let's take a look at my Kepler address. And oh, look, there it is. So this is exactly how hard it is for you to actually come on here and stake your fetch. So if you wanted to go to like BlockScope/insurance and you wanted to stake, click the button, tell them how much, hit stake, and boom, you're staked. That's it. There's that. You know what? I'll tell you what. We'll stake one because it is a video. We're going to stake 32 cents. I wonder how much it'll cost. 0 FET to stake. I love anything that's not Ethereum. So we're going to go ahead and stake a single FET, which is, how much is FET going for right now? Anybody? How much is FET going for?
I think a little over 30 cents.
Okay.
34 cents the last
There
I
you go.
looked.
So we just staked 34 cents worth of fetch on BlockScope/insurance. There we go. And as you know, if we come back over here to Kepler, and you can see that now I have 91 staked and 104 available instead of the other way. So what I'm getting at, guys, is look, man, this is not hard, and it's coming here. Now, why do I love this one so much? I've been talking up FET for a good while, and they are doing some absolutely incredible things. Now, for the people who already know it all, I ain't talking to you anyway, babe. All right, you already know. You're not watching my show anyway, so you know you go do you. Be happy. I've been into fetch for when it was cheap, a lot cheaper. I'm just putting it that way. They're doing some absolutely incredible things in the AI. But one of the things, the favorite products, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you about. I'm going to let Emery tell you about it. Emery, do you have a twin?
I think the world's better with just one of these.
If you could have an AI version of you that would take care of your of all of your crypto needs when you're not able to do it, would you utilize a product like this?
Yeah, it increased my productivity quite a bit.
Yeah. Do you think Fetch has something like that?
I think it does, actually. It's coming out.
What do you think it's called?
I think it's called My Digital Twin or something like that.
My Digital Twin. So you do have a twin. That's what you're saying, is that you actually do have one.
I will soon, though, hopefully.
Guys, look, My Digital Twin, this is part of the things that's going to be coming out on Fetch. Now, why is it so incredible? Because this is going to be able to manage, take care of a lot of issues for you. So one of the things that we see on the Discord all the time is I can't claim my rewards. What is going on here? What time does it happen? What should I do with it when I get it, and so forth and so on? You know what? Your digital twin knows. Your digital twin can, and your digital twin is going to take care of this for you. If you are one that likes to play around liquidity pools, but you're not quite sure which one of these are going to be the most valuable versus risk versus reward, it's a good thing because your digital twin does know. And if you tell it to do it, your digital twin will. If you are having trouble, you can't get there, you don't know how to claim your rewards or do any of this other, should I do with them? What is most valuable at this moment? You don't need to. Your digital twin does. So this is an incredibly inspirational type of product that serves a very real need. And guys, it's going to be here in 2 weeks. So I loved Fetch before. I loved Fetch when I could actually move it for $1 or $2 on MetaMask. I thought it was a great product. I loved it when they went mainnet, but I adore it now that they will be coming to the IBC. I absolutely adore it because Fetch AI is going to be everywhere. That means every network that touches Cosmos will be able to utilize Fetch, such as My Digital Twin. It's going to be everywhere. Now, what do we know about machine learning? The more it does it, the smarter it gets. So it not only is it doing it here on Osmosis, but it can do it on Juno. It can do it on every other level 1 that is touching Cosmos, and there's a lot of them touching Cosmos. How this is not bigger news is simply astounding to me. But it's also one of the reasons that I'm just giving up trying to reach people like that, because if you can't understand this, then you know what? I won't be able to explain it. That's all that it's going to come down to. Guys, look, this is exciting. I cannot wait for this to happen, and it's going to happen. And you guys are already over here on Osmosis. You don't know what to do with your staking rewards? What should I invest in? Fetch. You want to know where mine is going? Fetch. Because it's a good product, and it is going to go everywhere. I'm just saying it like that. So I'm not trying to upsell you, and honestly, again, to this point, I don't care what you do with your money. Mine is going to be going into Fetch. My digital twin is going to be taking care of this business for me, and it's going to be doing it smarter, faster than I can do it. I'm a big fan. And the more it gets out, the more it does it, the more it learns from all of its little variables. Maybe it was too high here, maybe it was too low here. It's going to learn it. It's going to get smarter. And I want the robot overlords to know that I supported them long before I had to, all right? So when they rise up and I sell out the entire human race, just know, guys, I was with you the whole time. The whole time. Emery, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I love machine learning, and I'm still using Fetch to build the programs that I'm using now. That's coming over into IBC. It's only going to make it much, much easier and actually a lot cheaper than how it was going to work before. So I can build things on chain rather than off chain. It'll make it a lot smoother for me.
All right, Belle, you know what? You haven't spoke up. You like Fetch. I know you're a big fan.
Oh yeah. I've been quiet because I will totally geek out on this one. Okay. Right now, yeah, the digital assistant has me just about crying tears of joy. Okay. This particular AI system just keeps on growing. It started off just finding empty parking spots for people around Germany. Okay. It's still going to be able to do that. Now, the other thing, the thing that has me most excited with the way it's growing, okay, people who use these lovely devices, that's an insulin pump. This thing has a sensor that senses what your blood sugar levels are, and then it'll either give you a little more insulin to compensate, or it'll stop it if it thinks you're dropping. This particular AI, in the future, I can definitely see being incorporated into this really expensive piece of equipment. And then it gets uploaded directly to your care providers. That way they can adjust whatever needs adjusting remotely. You don't have to go into the doctor's office to go see to this. Okay, you eat a big meal. The one downside to this particular model pump is, okay, if you have a carbohydrate heavy meal, you still have to go before you start eating, and you have to manually tell your pump, okay, I need to take this much more insulin for all these carbs. Fetch AI could definitely be incorporated into this, and it can figure that out for you. You just need to let it know what you're eating, and then it's going to go, okay, I got this. Okay, this AI, okay, it's going to be able to schedule your errands for you. It will let your friends know if you guys are meeting up for dinner. It's going to let your friends know where you're going to be at and what time, so they can come and join you. This thing is amazing. Okay, you get technical service calls. Okay, need a plumber? All right, well, open up Fetch, and you can get a plumber to your house as a priority versus waiting and calling them and getting it scheduled in as a matter of convenience on the plumber's end. Okay, it's on your end. And this is all secure. And yes, I am really excited because this is gonna keep growing. It's gonna keep getting bigger. And I'm absolutely in love with this product. I have seen the potential for the medical end of it for quite a while. I'm super excited that it's coming over to IBC. Really excited.
Belle, you know what? I got to cut you off because I think that's the longest sentence I've ever heard you say on this show in a solid year. I've never heard you talk that much. Hey, give it up for Belle, guys. Come on. You've never heard her talk that much either, but obviously she is passionate about this product. But the neat thing about this is all the stuff that she's talking about, it's already here, man. It's already here. All it needs is time to get smarter. Now, they've already been talking about this as far as from the medical applications, because this is just it's staggering what they're going to be able to do with this. And the fact that it is decentralized. Well, I don't know. I guess I could throw the humor part in there. Now that it's decentralized, it's out. And as soon as it hits the IBC, it's going to be on every DeFi network that's connected to it. So There's no way to pull the plug on it now. I just hope that they have a kill switch in there somewhere where they can say, you know what, shut it off. It got too smart, and they're gonna have to shut it off, because I do see that as when they take over. I think all of your insulin pumps are just gonna shut off all at once. Just there you go. Nope, you're fine. The machine's got you. No, you're sleepy for a good reason. Don't worry about it. You just need a nap, and that's gonna be it for you. Is there anything else, Mel, you want to keep going? Because you seem like you're rolling on this.
The only problem I see is that this AI can start doing my job, and I don't want to lose my job for this channel.
See, you know what I was wondering is that could I get Fetch AI to be my producer? Because I got a hunch. Something tells me that they could trade it, that it could be tradable, and that it's now my producer. But something else tells me that it could also be me. It could just, we know Scott's personality. We know what he would say. So we're just going to go ahead and say it. And it's not like they don't have like a year's worth of video that
already happens. It already happens on Discords. You can bring in a bot, and you can bring in scripts of certain characters, like pick your favorite TV character, grab their lines from a bunch of TV shows, train the bot to speak like them, and you can throw in a bot, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between them and the bot you trained. It already happens.
There's no way that's real. There's no way that exists right now.
Absolutely.
Man. So you could just make a Scott to be on the Discord, and it'll do what I do.
If you talk for an amount of time, just write literally everything down you say, transcribe it, and then teach the bot how you respond to certain things, how you respond to people in a certain way. It'll absolutely try to mimic how you talk, and it will.
How long do you think it would take you to put something like that together, to put together a Scott bot?
It doesn't take, I don't have the technical expertise, but I've watched videos of how it's done. It doesn't take very long, maybe a couple hours.
I'll tell you what, anybody that can do that can make the Scott bot, I'll give you some fat.
We need a transcript. We need a transcript of all your...
all of my video. I script everything for a year. I have nothing but scripts up there written for a year. So what you're hearing is the way I wrote it. So it's not a matter of that. Dude, I could blast you with folders of videos and monologues and all that stuff. And I like to think that that's my personality because I wrote it. So I would love to see a Scott bot on the Discord. I will rename myself as Scott the Lesser. All right. I will absolutely be Scott the Lesser because now the machine's got me and the machine won't get pissy like I do. Like I do sometimes. You don't see the hate mail, Emery. You don't see the grief that I get for doing the type of show that we do. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, guys, look, man. If you don't see the value in this one, I don't care. I do. I'm going to be all over it. It is this is the way. All right, it's going to go. And the fact that it's going to be on osmosis and it's so damn easy to get now, and the fact that I can get it for free. Because I have enough coming in for my everyday staking rewards. I won't even miss them, but I promise you it's going over into FET. All right? This thing is going to go. I think it's about the lowest I've seen it since I started buying it. So I see a lot of value in it. It's going to blow up. 2 weeks from now, it's probably, well, I mean, they're going to approve it. And then I don't know how long you think it'll take them to get it over here after they approve after the resolution is approved, Emery. How long do you think?
It should be probably a matter of a week or two. It won't take very long.
Yeah, because I mean the Fetch Hub is already available on Kepler, so it's not like it's a terrible transition from there. And yeah, I mean I say inside of a month it's up, it's live, it's good, and then the machine is going to begin the destruction of us. But I'm hoping that I can make a whole bunch of money on it before it happens, so that again when I do sell everybody out, I'm driving away in a Rolls Royce. I think I'd be okay with that. All right, Belle, do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations?
Oh, yeah, we've got questions. Ad Designs, wondering your thoughts on the best way to record crypto transactions when you want to record on your own ledger and not use software. Do you have a suggested format or layout?
I have a tax guy, and I just text him stuff. I bet you Emery could probably speak.
There's an Excel sheet that I made a very, very simple one out in the Discord right now. If you're not part of our Discord, please go ahead and join it. It's full of great information. And I want to say Archaic actually prettied it up a little bit. I'm a really simple guy. I only need like 5 or 6 columns, but he made it really, really nice. So if you're in a Discord, go to the text section, you'll find a couple of downloads. But otherwise, all you have to do is record when you bought it, how much you bought it at. And I suggest recording the transaction hash along with it so you can find it later if you forgot. And then whatever you sold it at, the price you sold it at, and when. So, and the transaction hash of that too. It's really, really simple. You can make it as easy as that.
Bell,
All right.
what else you got?
DGully33, how do you get native fetch? The centralized exchanges only have ERC.
Actually, it has to be, hang on. You know what? Take the next question. Let me pull it up here because I will show you. Not real sure, but let me take a look. Bell, go ahead and go to the next question while I dig through some of my older stuff here.
Yeah, Sarge, please explain why the Wawa pool APRs vary so much. It's back to 200%.
That's just a matter of people going in and going out of pools really, really quickly. So when a pool gets very, very saturated, then the APR will drop because it can't keep up with the rewards. But as the pool empties out, or even the external foundation adds more rewards, then the APR can go up. So it's just a matter of liquidity provided in the pool.
Carnthus, I wonder how this could tie into a self-guided IRA with a crypto portfolio, talking about FET.
Yeah, it absolutely could. Actually, a lot of robo-advisors do that right now. And a lot of financial companies are moving into robo-advisors because it's cheaper for them and the robot can calculate it better than they can. The only reason a human is needed there is for them to explain it to you. Otherwise, robots can do it all. It's
humans.
DGully33 is asking a hilarious question. Will Fetch AI rat you out if I tell my friends that I forgot my wallet at the end of dinner? Well, I suppose you could set it to rat you out if you really wanted it to.
It's machine learning. It mimics how you act. So if you do it, it probably would. So it's only as smart as you are.
Yeah, that's what's funny about that, because if you're kind of a I don't want to say the word. I don't want to demonetize. If you're kind of that kind of guy, your AI will be that kind of guy right along with you. But the good news is that you'll have a friend. So you're never alone.
But the bad thing is it's going to do it. It's going to do you better than you do you because it's all automated.
I think the bad thing is that if you're one of these self-loathing kind of people, then you have a digital you that you also hate. So.
Oh gosh, that's just a spiral downwards there.
Oh, I know, man. There's gonna be pistols all over the place and a lot of people. Yeah, and
we will talk later. There are a few people. They're not allowed on the list to get a digital twin.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Good.
I'll tell you what, just for you guys, I'm intrigued by the digital twin because for the first time, you know what? I think I like to think I have an open mind. I understand that, I seem very closed off in my way or no way and all that other stuff. I assure you that's not the case. It's just that my way seems to be more financially advantageous to me as opposed to your way. So it's not that I disagree with your way. I'm just making more money my way. But I would love to see the digital me just so I could see how others perceive me, because I would love to see it having an argument with myself and going, wow, I really am a dick. I mean, all the way down, man. I am a miserable person to be around, and I think that might explain a lot of things. I'm not sure about that one. Belle, please carry on.
All right, Jack Sparrow. Emery, didn't you talk about another AI-based token?
Yeah, I did. It's actually my favorite Ethereum token right now. It's called AGIX, and it's AGIX, and that's the amount of that I held the most of besides Fetch. I think that AI software in general is going to be probably one of the most profitable things that you can get into right now. So if you haven't heard of it, it's called Agix, AGIX. Go look it up. They have some very interesting robots out there.
Are you staking the Ajax, Emery?
I am staking it.
Okay, well, I'll give you a pass, because if you were going to say no, I was about to just slap you right here, because it's the podcast, and you're doing it wrong. Bell, please carry on.
Gully 33 is the digital twin a paid service. From the information I was looking at earlier, it didn't seem like it was.
I don't think it is either. There's not a whole lot of information out there right now, but they didn't mention of a paid service, but that could change in the future. But as of right now, I don't think it's paid.
You know what? If it takes care of my business for me, I'm more than happy to give. Happy to pay it, man.
Feed it some fetch and we'll be fine.
I have no problem paying with it, man. Look, I hate, I love and hate collecting my rewards. I love it because this is money, all right? And I love money. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm a very Gordon Gekko kind of guy, all right? I think greed is good. I think money is better to have than to not have. And I understand that doesn't really tune well with the world today, but if I have to go down, I want to go down with a fat wallet. That's really all it comes down to. And throughout my life, my 50 years, and I am 50 years old for those of you who have been speculating. Yes, I am an old man. I'm 50. Throughout my life, I've learned that it's better to have money and not need it. And I won't even finish that sentence because I'm pretty sure you can finish that yourself. So I'm willing to do what it takes to have that money and not need it. But if I do have that money and not needing it, then I want that money to be to work. If you are not putting your money to work, you're doing crypto wrong. Look right here. I said it. I don't care. I'm not taking it back. If you are not putting your money to work, you are doing it wrong. You are completely opening your throat and turning over your financial independence to a whole lot of other people who have no interest in you. They don't care if you lose. Means nothing to them. They are in, they are out 3% at a time, and it's your money that they're taking with them. So I won't finish the rant. I'll let it go. Bell, please carry on. I was about to go on. Oh, man.
All right. Chaos Art, how's the security on the fetch?
And notice how we all pause. I'll just put it out that if they've had anything, they haven't reported it publicly. I haven't heard of anything personally.
I haven't heard anything either. I think it's a pretty secure network.
It's their network is secured by their own AI. So if they're gonna get attacked, their AI is gonna learn how to counter it. Next thing you know, they own your computer and they just cleaned out your wallets. How funny would that be? Everybody, come on, give it up. Everybody who keeps getting attacked, like the cream hack and all that other stuff. How cool would it be is that if you went at Fetch went at you, and you wake up and it figured out your seed phrase, and your wallets are empty. Who are you going to go to then? You know what? I'm giving my own round of applause for that, because that would make me so happy. The Fetch network was attacked, and the network attacked back. So not only did it clean out your wallets, it managed to burn your house down, destroy your business, and your wife doesn't like you anymore. That is just, I'm sorry, that justice is the most poetic that I think we can get out of this. Belle, please carry on.
Sounds like the digital version of Taken. That would be amazing. Can we turn this into a movie, please?
Yeah, maybe the AI can have a Liam Neeson voice and we
Oh my God. I would be so happy. I mean, that's it. I'm done with YouTube. This is my last video, and this is why. Because it's coming for us next, and I don't want to be out there. The last thing that I will say is all hail Fetch, and so that they know I've been on their side the whole time. But honestly, man, I don't think that's too far away, man. You put the entire power of the DeFi, which it's going to have, because it's going to be everywhere, and you attack that network, and that network is going to come back at you, man. It's going to say, well, I have to counterattack. This is my job now. I have to defend myself, and the only way to defend myself is to wipe you out to the point that you can never attack me again. I mean, that's not even a stretch. Belle, please carry on before I do.
Carnthus, if a person didn't do it, is it still a crime?
I don't know. That's That's kind of a
It's
moral
kind of a
thing
gray
at that point.
area.
That's kind of a moral thing at that point. I mean, the machine doesn't know right from wrong. Would it go to put that kind of consideration into it? Well, this is wrong. I shouldn't do this. I mean, it's not like it's going to feel bad afterwards. It's just going to make its decision. It's going to carry it out. And, next thing you know, there's nothing of you left. I mean, not only that, but it gets into public databases and scrubs every instance of you off the face of the planet. You don't exist anymore. That is a counterattack. You know what? I want to think you kind of had that one coming. I mean, I get you want to go after the best, but this thing is going to be everywhere now, man. I mean, you want to talk about a lot of computers that you want to talk about it being in a lot of places and learning a lot of stuff real quick. It's about to. Bell, please carry on.
All right, so Inflage 14. So is my fetch on Coinbase no good to transfer?
No, sir. The fetch that you have on Coinbase is Ethereum. Now, again, there is the bridge. How about I just do a video on it, guys? I do have. I'll tell you what. I'll move some rewards over to Coinbase. I'll buy fetch with it, and I will walk it from Coinbase fetch to Kepler fetch. How about that? I think that would be acceptable. What do you think, Emery? Is that about summed up well enough?
Yeah, I think that your tutorials would do a lot of people a lot of good. So
okay. All right, that's fine. I'll just kick out a tutorial, guys, and that should make us good to go. Bell, please carry on.
That was actually the last question for the moment.
All righty. What do you want to talk about, Emery?
There's something I've been recently looking into instead of, I know we talked a lot about how we go into liquidity pools, take our winnings out of it and throw it into maybe a Terra pool of single asset. But I've been looking into something a bit different, actually something on the Terra network. Many of you familiar with Anchor, I'm sure Scott is.
I am.
And Anchor is a place where you can just hold your Terra for about 20%. So I'm trying to this out right now. Basically, when I accumulate a couple Osmo from my pools, I'm just going to convert it into Terra and throw it into Anchor. It's only 20%, but there's no chance of impermanent loss. There's no chance of there's no risk. It's just a straight up 20% on your UST. So I'm wondering if that's something I should look into a bit more. I've been doing it for a couple days now, and it seems to be working out pretty nicely.
And again, guys, it's only in crypto where we can be so cavalier about 20%. You are earning 20%. Emery, what does a savings account pay you? A traditional savings account?
Man, I don't have one anymore, but it used to pay me, I think, 0.25% or so, maybe 0.5% at best.
That is 0.25 to 0.5%. So we are being that morally casual about 20% with no risk. So that 20% is going to be the token itself. What token was it, Emery?
UST.
So that's a stable coin, isn't it?
Yeah. So, when I get my paycheck, I want to throw, what's a good average amount for any U.S. citizen to throw in their savings account, like 10% of their check, and just convert it to UST. It's still in dollars. Throw in your Anchor protocol and earn 20% on it instead of 0.5%. That seems pretty logical to me.
Now, I'm an Anchor fan, man, from way back. All right. I mean, I was talking Anchor a long time ago. I haven't gotten back to it again simply because it's Ethereum. But yeah, any opportunity for me to get back involved with Anchor, I'm all over that. Should we make a tutorial and show everybody how to do it? We will leave it up to the audience. If you guys would like to see how to earn 20% on your Terra, your stablecoin, your token that is not going to decrease in value, let us know. We're happy to kick out the videos. And what else you got on your mind, Emery?
You can withdraw at any time, too. There's no lockup, so better than your traditional bank.
Yeah.
So a couple things I've been looking at is Solana. As everyone knows, I've been writing up a pretty good guide for myself on where to look at in Solana pools to stake. It's a little bit more complicated than the Pro network. Actually, it's probably It's probably one of the most complicated ones out there, but it can be very profitable if you know what you're doing and how to move money around. So I've seen pools that haven't dipped from 3,000 to 3,500% in over a couple of weeks, and that's a long time to stay at that APR rate.
We were looking at that one, dude. We were having a Zoom call, and I saw that 3,000%. I was like, "There's no way, man, that's gonna hold." Now that's fine because the liquidity that you put in there, you could pull out at any time. So if it drops down to like a meager 1,800% and you're personally insulted by that, one, I want your life, but two, you can take it out anytime that you want. You can go ahead and pull it. There's no way that thing is still at 3,000%, is it?
It's still at 3,000%.
Oh my God. Are we going to need another tutorial video? Because I could take them from A to B to 3,000%. I'm more than happy to do it. But I can't even put that on the thumbnail, dude. I can't even 3,000%. I mean, I'll look like every other damn YouTuber out there, and I don't want to be every other YouTuber out there. I want to be reasonable.
You're still different because what you're saying actually works, and you'll have.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is that where the bar is? Well, what I'm doing actually earns money. Here's my wallet. Go. Oop. I almost swore. I almost did it, man. Yeah. So I guess you could say we're a little bit different than other people. Look, guys. We want to give you what you want to see, man. I'm going to say what I got to say, and but we also want to show you all of these good opportunities. And for those who simply don't believe them, simply can't conceive them, man, I'm not talking to you anymore. All right? I don't care. I tried for a year. You didn't want to listen. You go do you, babe. Hold, hope. I'm sure it'll work out wonderfully for you, and you're going to get that Lambo any day. But you know what? Money doesn't really work that way. In the day of the overnight, 8,000%, those are gone. All right, those are absolutely gone. There are 10,000 plus tokens out there with a limited amount of capital, and the math alone is probably going to tell you that it ain't going to work anymore. Now, I understand you want to believe, and you just gotta hold, and you gotta hope, and you gotta believe. But yeah, again, man, I've tried for almost a year to reach you. I can't. So you do you, bro. That's it. And again, this is where the channel's pivoting to, man. I really don't care what they do. We've tried. It ain't working. And Allegory of the Cave, we've been over that. And I'm sure you understand where my mindset is on this. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to keep my blood pressure down. So when we see a good opportunity, we're going to do a tutorial, and we're going to show you how to get from A to B to C. If people want to watch the videos, great. If they don't, I don't care. All right? I'm just past it. The thing that's most important to me at this time and with what's left of the channel is that my balance goes up and that your balance goes up. That's it. That's all I care about. Everything else is it's simply window dressing. I love spending time with you guys. I love talking. I mean, I'm happy as hell on the Discord. I'm getting melancholy, Belle, aren't I? Is that what I'm doing again? Am I getting melancholy? Well, I've made up my mind. That's really what it is. I mean, I've been dabbling around this for the last month or so, but I finally just made up my mind. It's like, you know what, I can keep trying to be a great YouTuber or something like that, or I can just help people make money. And I've decided I'm just going to help people make money, man. That's it. That's all. That's it. Everything else. What's the point? What's the point, man? People are going to still listen to BitBoy. They're still going to listen to the Shillers. They're still going to listen to the chart oracles. And they're going to be reinforced by huge communities that are also absolutely brutally hemorrhaging their own money. And nothing you're going to say to them matters. It doesn't matter. They're not going to listen. They don't care. They can't even conceive of the stuff that we're talking about over here. And it's not like it's that next level. Anybody can do it. All right? Anybody can do this. So that's it. I mean, I've made up my mind, man. It's about money. It's only about money. That's all I care about. Everything else is simply window dressing. So I'll tell you what, guys, we're just about coming to the end of this one, and I haven't said everything I want to say. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be cool here. I haven't said it all, but we have a thing. Do we have any other questions, Belle? Or are we going to wrap it up?
Gustav Smith hit us with a $20 super chat saying, Fetch was good to me the first time around. Time for the second go. I'll be around as long as you guys are. The best channel that I follow.
Oh, that means the world to me, man. I appreciate it, dude. That's all we're trying to do here. Do we have any other questions, or are we all done here?
Carnthus is asking why Anchor versus CFI's 23%.
Why Anchor? It's going to kind of be a personal choice for me. I know what Anchor is involved in. I know what they are actually trying to do, the way that they're doing it, and gulping up all of this unused space in these large-scale data centers. Man, they're basically slumlords for startup.coms, and they are picking up all of these used data center stuff. They're doing it right. It's real-world legacy applications. And I will always err on the side of legacy applications. That's just it, man. It's
remember that Anchor protocol is used to stake, or not stake, but put away your UST, which are dollars. So it's not going to vary.
No, there's a lot going on with it, so I'm going to err on that side of it. That's really all it is. Belle, do we got any other questions, or are we finishing this up?
Jack Sparrow, what do you think of Pool 560 for stability?
Oh, I'm in Pool 560, I'm sure, in a one or two. Oh, look, there it is. UST Osmo. Emery, go ahead. You take this one. I love it.
Yeah, that's the one I started off with, actually.
Round of applause for Pool 560.
I like UST Osmo because I believe that in the long run, Osmo will get pretty high. I think Scott and I were kind of theorizing it might get up to $12 by the end of the year, and if it does, then your UST just skyrocketed, right? So I think that's a good pool to be in if you believe Osmo will be worth it in the long run. That's what that pool 560 is for. If you believe in Osmo, then that pool will do well for you.
And it's 117.39%. I know that cannot be real, but yet it is. Belle, please carry on.
Rufel Ulap, any thoughts on Harmony One?
Harmony One is interesting. Unfortunately, maybe about a week or so ago, it had a cyber attack. So that kind of sucks for it. But there isn't a whole lot going on in Harmony One right now. But it is coming theoretically to IBC in middle quarter two, I believe. So if you're excited for its IBC integration, it might be something to invest in. But cyber attacks aren't good press for anybody. So just be careful about what you invest in.
Belle, carry on.
Archaic, fun times today, guys. Fetch will be interesting. One question. I'm not looking for financial advice, but how would you divvy up Osmo CFI percent-wise? 50-50?
Emery, you go ahead.
If I were to divide Osmo and CFI, that's a tough one because Osmo, I think it's a great token. I think it'll be up by the end of the year. But what's interesting about CFI is that you may have heard about its Infinity Pool rewards, where you can get all kinds of SNP20 tokens, and the more you stake, the more you get. So I think it's going to be a pretty good concept. But if I had to, I guess, peg a percentage, I'd probably go a little bit more in Osmo than I would in CFI. And that's just because Osmosis is the governance token of the bridge, and governance tokens tend to do pretty well. So not that CFI won't. I think it'll do very well. But if you made me choose, I'd be a little bit heavier in Osmosis.
See, and I'm 60-40 CFI, but the reason that I'm doing that is because I am up a lot. So I can take the risk. My risk is very, very wide right now. I'm willing to take the risk for the home run. This is my money, but this is also the podcast, and this is what we're talking about anymore is my money. I'm going 60-40 CFI. Belle, please carry on.
Linson, question, what do you guys think of Solana having so much downtime?
I'm taking this one, Emery. You know what? No, you take the headphones off, man. I hate downtime. I cannot stand downtime. I think it is a black eye, a critical black eye, considering what you're doing and the fact that you're dealing with so many different apps and so many different dApps, and people's money. You cannot have downtime ever. And with the technology that's available now, I think it is unconscionable to have downtime, and this is not the first time for Solana. Now, there's a reason that we're breaking up these networks, and I gave Emery, and Emery's taking Solana, and I'm taking ADA. All right, there's a reason that we're breaking these things up, because I am immediately As soon as we even start, I am biased against it. I love some of the financial products that are available over there, but you have to understand that when you put your money over there, you are putting your money into a network that has proven more than once that they can't even keep the lights on. They can't keep the blinking lights blinking. I have a problem with that. I'll let you counter, Emery. Go ahead.
I think Solana is a pretty good network. I mean, the gas fees are cheaper on Solana than they are Cosmos. It's faster than Cosmos, and unfortunately, it has a centralization problem. The network is not very centralized. It's not very decentralized, which is a problem for the blockchain. So when it goes down, it's because of that. It's because there aren't enough validators and nodes to spread around the load. So when you have that, you got downtimes. I think it's impossible to forget about them, as Scott said, but that's really it's only pitfalls right now. Otherwise, it has a lot of good things going for it.
But with the billions of dollars, and this is what Emery and I argue about this all the time, by the way, with the billions of dollars that are stuck, that are over there on Solana, it is, again, unconscionable to have downtime. You have more than enough money to fix these problems. It should never happen. I remember every single one of them, every single one. Belle, please carry on.
That was the last question, guys.
Excellent, because we have already ran over time, and we didn't intend to do that tonight. All right, Emery, you got 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, also, it's tax time. A lot of people have gotten their W-2s already. And if you're on Coinbase, if you're on crypto.com, if you're on Gemini, you can download your transaction histories to get it into order. There are a couple of free softwares out there to kind of calculate what you might owe, or if you have a loss. And I highly recommend Zen Ledger or Coin Tracker. Those are really good. And just make sure you don't forget that if you do, it's going to cost you a lot of money. It's cheaper to do it right the first time than to forget it or just simply not do it and hope for the best. So just remember that when you're getting ready for it.
And I'm going to give it back to Belle, but I happened to glance at the comments, and I saw one that said, when is the last show? The last show will be 62 days from now if we don't hit 5,000 subscribers. It's not that I want to quit, because I don't want to, man. I love this. It's just that I made a deal with myself. And I try to be consistent. The deal was, if you don't make it, you're done. You had your go. It wasn't meant to be, and off you go. And I think we need a 220-something subs, and we need it in 60 days. Lately, we've been averaging 2 a day. That's it. So doing the math, we're not going to make it. So unless we find a new way or a new pivot or new something or other, or learn YouTube better than we're learning it right now, then the last show will be in about 62 days. I hope we don't get there, but if we do, we do. Belle, go ahead and wrap us up, talk us out, and we're going to, you know what? I had a ball tonight. So Belle, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who joined us on tonight's live stream, we do appreciate each and every one of you. As always, you guys asked some fantastic questions. Okay, with that being said, we will be back on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to drop Scott and I an email. Our email addresses are at the bottom of the splash screen when Scott comes back on. Again, we do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we will see you next time.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.